I have no duty whatsoever to serve you in your investigation. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Hindering is a physical act. No.
Why would you think?
It's against the law. You can stop, or you can step off, or you're going to go to jail.
All right, I'm going to step off. What's your name, sir?
I'm Officer Fort. Let's go.
What's your badge number?
Let's go.
What's your badge number?
We'll talk about it once you get off my train.
205.
I did not give you two any permission to videotape me.
Okay, what's your name? What's your name?
Look, right here. See that?
There you go, good.
Was the exhaust is hanging down. It's a defective exhaust as well as a tinted window. I do have a window here that we'll check. We'll check your tint. So right now, do you have a driver's license, proof of insurance, registration, sir?
Deputies from the Merced County Sheriff's Office show up at Joseph's private property without a warrant or consent, looking for someone who doesn't even live there. Joseph, a First Amendment auditor, calmly asserts his rights by demanding names and badge numbers and clearly telling them they are trespassing. Despite repeatedly asking them to leave, the deputies refuse and eventually arrest Joseph for obstructing an officer, even though he wasn't interfering, just standing his ground. The situation highlights a major abuse of power, and Joseph handled it about as well as anyone could. The video calls for viewers to support Joseph's channel after his rights were violated.
This is private property. Name and badge number, please.
Are you Rick?
Name and badge number, Mobley. No, my name is Joseph, and I'm not going to identify any further than that. Your name is Mobley. Your name is Aguilar. Your name is T. Lemons? Lemons. Okay, badge numbers, please.
We don't have badge numbers.
Okay, I need cards then. It's department policy to identify. Where's Vern?
We've already identified ourselves.
Who? No, you didn't.
Merced County Sheriff's Office. Aguilar.
What do you guys want?
We're here to talk to Rick, and we see that somebody's...
You're on private property right now. I don't answer questions. I'm a First Amendment auditor. You guys know I'm not going to answer questions. Okay? The only question I answered was my name to alleviate any belief that I might be the person you're looking for. Further than that, you're trespassing currently on private property. I'm asking you repeatedly to leave, sir.
Okay.
Folks,
We're conducting an investigation.
I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. Stop what you're doing, Mobley. Okay? First thing I'm going to do is file a complaint against each of you individuals if you try anything. Next thing I'm going to do is prove that you weren't acting in the legal capacity as an officer, because you don't have a search warrant to be on this property. And that's going to allow me to remove your qualified immunity. The next thing I'm going to do after that is go after each and every one of your private assets. You're not going to violate me.
We're not violating it.
Well, you keep stepping in, and I keep telling you you're on private property, and I keep asking you to back up. Okay? I'm not going to go after your departments. I'm going after your private assets when I remove your qualified immunity. You're not going to violate me. All officers have qualified immunity. I'm a First Amendment auditor. That's in Colorado.
SB2.
That's in Colorado. That's in Colorado. Don't play silly duck games on me. That's Colorado.
So who's in the house? Who's staring at us?
I don't answer questions. You know that. I'm telling you to get off my private property.
So right now, who's in the house?
I don't answer questions. You know that.
Identify we're investigating.
It's irrelevant. I'm not involved with your investigation, and I have no duty whatsoever to serve you in your investigation. I have no duty whatsoever to serve you in your investigation. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Hindering is a physical act. No.
Why would you think, sir?
a man is filming at a Ferguson towards St. Louis MetroLink station when Officer D. Fort tells him he must stop recording or leave. The man argues that recording in public is not illegal and refuses to stop. Even after agreeing to leave, the officers keep pressing him for ID. When he refuses, correctly because he wasn't committing a crime, they arrest him for trespassing. The officers confuse Metro policy with actual law, leading to an unlawful arrest caught fully on camera. The video shows clear abuse of authority. While filming from a public sidewalk outside a Pennsylvania state prison, a group of First Amendment auditors is confronted by correctional officers who wrongly claim it's illegal to record. As tensions rise and misunderstandings about public rights come to light, the auditors stand firm, pushing back against abuse of authority. What happens next reveals just how far some officials will go and how important it is to know your rights. Stay tuned because things are just getting heated.
Video in, stop it right now because you're videotaping me right now. You can't make video of the institution.
Go. The light is green. You're stopping. You're causing a danger on the road, ma'am. The light is green.
I personally did not give you permission to videotape me.
What was that?
I said I work at Chester. I work here in this institution. I did not give you two any permission to videotape me.
Okay, what's your name? What is your name?
Look, right here. See that?
There you go. Good. Mullins.
Well,
What gives you the right? Wait,
They're
real quick.
No, listen to me.
No, don't tell me to
Listen
listen to you. You got no authority over me. Shut the heck up. Okay, this is a public sidewalk.
We're on
a public sidewalk. Yeah, too bad, isn't it? Call the cops.
You can't
trespass the
eyes.
You can't trespass the eyes, ma'am. There is supreme. There is
maybe they'll
Supreme
train you
Court.
about public sidewalk photography.
Maybe they'll come here and tell you it's okay.
Good.
I'm not in it. We're not in it. We're not in it.
Am I inside it?
You can't tape it.
We're not in it.
You want to bet?
You know, we're gonna go ask for the ARRO too, and then we're gonna videotape that.
We are going to.
Go inside.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the public lobby.
Tours start at 12, so we'll make sure we're in line for the tours.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Are you
the
deaf?
tours?
Yeah. Are you deaf?
What tour?
12 o'clock tour start. We'll be in.
What tour?
Bye, dummy.
No, tell me what tour. Tell me what tour. What tour?
She's insane.
What is wrong with
Mullins
this?
is insane.
Yeah. And she's traveling along the emergency lane, and that's just for stopping emergencies only. I mean, what the hell is she doing? So
The tours are
apparently
at 12 o'clock, right, Wolfie?
they're at 12, and we're going to see the ALRO, and that's the bottom
I
line.
got questions about how they treat citizens on a public sidewalk. The tyranny. And boy, that is true. There you go, Wolfie.
And this is just dangerous. See how she's like over the line here? She has no authority to be out here doing this to us.
She's still harassing us?
No authority.
Instruments of escape. What's that? You can't bring a cake in with a little file inside?
She is again.
That one's insane.
Yeah, she's a nutcase. Oh, there she is again.
Yep. There she comes. Dun-dun-dun. Circle. We'll call her Circle Lady. Yep. Here she comes. Ba-ba-ba. Superman or Super Lady. Don't forget to wave. I said hi to her. That one's so enraged.
So we have this one. She's doing the Daytona 500 around correctional institution.
She is. That's great.
I'm not paying for her oil change.
Yeah, she's gonna have a lot of miles going around the circles. It's back pretty far, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. So I wonder where she's making her rounds from. I guess it goes out that driveway.
I think there's. If you go a little bit further.
Oh shit. Oh wait. Probably right there. Oh, she left.
Oh, she didn't leave. Hopefully she was told to calm the fuck down and stop causing traffic incidents.
Yeah, I wonder where Chester PD is. Look at this guy, yo. He's the American Dad right there. Look, you got the dad shoes. He's got the jacket, the denim jeans. There's two American Dads. Look, the Southeastern PA.
Hey, excuse me, you're not allowed to take pictures.
What's that?
You're not allowed to take pictures out here.
I'm not taking pictures.
Says who, sir?
That's against state law. Come on. Y'all can't do that.
It's a state law? Can you cite that state law?
You're not allowed to take pictures. Y'all gotta go across the street.
So I can take pictures across the street, but I can see the same thing.
That's nonsense,
sir.
sir.
You gotta get permission to take pictures here.
You gotta get permission to take pictures here?
On a public sidewalk?
Yes.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
would I get
Wow.
permission
It's
from
state
that,
property.
Bob?
It's state property.
This is not state property. This
Says
is a public
who?
property.
Pyongyang?
That is state
You need
property.
permission from the superintendent. Y'all gotta
I
go
gotta
back.
have permission from what? Pyongyang, Russia, or something? That's the kind of countries that do that. We're in the public here, sir.
No.
Oh no, we're not.
This is
Oh
not-
my
this is
goodness!
the public
I must
sidewalk
have been
here
so
with-
mistaken when I came
with-
down the sidewalk
with
today.
Public signs and public walkways.
State property.
State property. Yeah, well, you know what it is, yo. We pay for the state property right here. This is
Now he's on our property.
you
property
stepped
right here.
off of your property, sir.
off
You
your
see that
property.
crack in the ground right there? That's your property. You're standing
You're
here
now
now.
on the
You're in the
people's
freedom
property.
walk right here, right? Over there is where you don't have freedom. Okay, sir? Do you understand this? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I don't get why you guys are talking about. This is a public sidewalk. We're allowed to film anything or view anything in a public setting. If you don't want us to look at this building, then you need to build a brick or do a tall wall. Then you can hide your corruption and your abuse. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, you really have zero authority on a public sidewalk. You have zero authority out in public.
What makes you feel that you could come out here onto a sidewalk and tell us what we can and can't do on a sidewalk as Americans?
Probably he was told by an uneducated person who thinks that they have authority out here. I don't know.
Do you know what civil liberties are, sir? Have you ever heard of civil liberties?
My question is, I thought they were
People
gonna
are
call the
fighting
police-
for them every day.
I thought they were going to call the police a half hour ago.
Yeah, you would think, the whole team would have been here already, the whole station,
How come
to
not-
come
they
and
told them to
correct
call the
you.
police so they can educate you guys. How come they're not here? Anyways, do yourself a favor for real and understand that this is a public sidewalk and we have every right to view anything we want to from a public space. Now, this is a property that may be restricted. That's understandable, but this is not. So just for your own education, honestly, I'm not trying to be a dick, is to understand that this is open to whoever wants to view anything they want. You can't trespass the eyes is how it works.
And-
So anything I can see from a public space, I'm allowed to film or take pictures of or stand on or sleep on. So just understand that. So
And please relay that message with your colleagues, so they're not so upset like you are.
now, do you guys have tours here where we can come in and get permission to bring our cameras in?
Yeah.
at
Do you have an
certain times?
AORO that I could speak to? Because I need public records.
I would love to come on inside.
You know who the
and kinda
AORO is?
do
Can
a
you give me a
story.
name for that person, please?
I guess I can call and talk to the public information officer and see if we are allowed to come in and sit down with some people and discuss finances, what goes on, how your days go.
I would really like to know how many people are brought in and out per month of this place.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions that the public really would like to know. You keep it so secretive, and in all honesty, this is all our tax money, and we would like to kind of know how it's spent. No big deal. But I guess you don't have that answer, and we'll have to probably make a call and see if we can.
It's public record, and if they deny us here, I mean, it just doesn't look good on Chester, SCI, and.
No, well, he may not know, and that's fine.
But he can always ask. Yeah, he can always ask. Somebody
That's why I'm
within.
here to educate. Just on a public sidewalk all the way around. Even that back road, which we didn't even go down because that might not be public. You know what I mean? So we're being respectful. Is all open to the public. Okay. And if anybody wants to sit here and draw pictures of this place or take pictures of it, what's the harm?
All right. Yeah, it's no use in forgetting what America is and what our rights are. We're allowed to walk down the sidewalk and do whatever. We can protest. We can film. First Amendment of the Constitution.
We haven't stepped onto your quote restricted area, even though we could. But you have signs up, and that's your policies, and we'll respect your policies, even though we don't agree with them.
So what do you have to say about this, sir? Are you learning anything, or are you taking any of this in?
He is.
I hope so.
It is.
Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I hope you're really taking this in. Like, this
But that
is
young
real
lady
truth.
that was in that van earlier that works in here, boy, she's really a danger, driving like that and yelling at civilians and abusing them and harassing them. That's just weird.
Yeah. She should go to lunch and never come back. Really, because that was uncalled for what she did to us.
Man, that's just strange. It's like me, you walking down that sidewalk right there, and me saying, walking by my house or something. God, you can't walk on that sidewalk.
You can't look at my
you don't
house.
Look at my house. Who the hell does that? You know what I mean?
Oh, here she
Same
is.
thing.
Speaking of her.
Oh, good.
Here's this character.
Here's the danger.
She needs to be dismissed right away, sir.
I hear you.
Do your job, please, correctly. I'm praying that you do.
Oh, it is her. Did you figure it out yet, ma'am?
Please get your hand off of your gun, please. We don't.
Too funny. Yeah, she's dangerous, man. I wouldn't give her a gun or a car or anything. You see her grabbing her gun?
Man, look, she's like all aggressive. She was about to approach us aggressively.
Yeah,
And these, reminder, these two have no authority outside here where we're standing on the public sidewalk. These are correctional officers from the facility. They work here. It would be like someone from Wendy's coming out and telling me that I can't,
Wendy's, get off that public sidewalk.
get off that sidewalk. Yeah, this is our sidewalk. So hopefully something came into this guy's mind when we tried to talk to him, and he's kind of giving her a little bit of an education.
Yeah,
she has no.
This guy's telling her she's out of control and she's fired. Can you imagine how she treats the prisoners inside if she treats the public outside with such disdain and hatred?
Right, doesn't even work for the outside.
Unreal. How many times did she threaten to call the cops?
I don't know. I have to get her plate here.
Yeah, like I said, it's a state vehicle. It's not her personal vehicle.
All right. So she's using this. They have a gold Dodge Caravan that they use here.
Figure it out yet? Oh, now look at you.
She's
go back inside, puppy.
Thank you for calming down, ma'am.
Don't abuse the prisoners. Don't take your abuse out on prisoners.
She was always calm.
Always calm. Boy, did she think she was always calm?
Is that her parting words? Hopefully they are, because I don't want to see. Well, her car's here. So
well, thank you, buddy, for educating one of your fellows. Appreciate that.
Thank you for being sensible with her, and because she looked like she had bad intentions.
So good for you. Well, you have a lovely day. Take care. Let's go back down here. Big smile on her face for you there, Wolfie.
Yeah, it's amazing. She changed up her temperament. That's funny.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Right. Well, at least a little bit of education must have happened to her today.
Now, we may have this guy being our babysitter, but the light is red right now. So
oh, they're switching shifts, huh? Alright, guys. So, we're in America. In Chester, Pennsylvania.
I beg your pardon?
Step on off the train for me.
What for?
Because the gentleman actually asked you what the closing. Step on off.
It's not against the law to record.
It's against Metro policy. He said ask you to step off. I'm sorry.
It's not against the law to record.
Sir, either you can do it or you're going to be arrested.
It's not against.
Trespassing is against the law. You can stop, or you can step off, or you're going to go to jail.
All right, I'm going to step off. What's your name, sir?
I'm Officer Fort. Let's go.
What's your badge number?
Let's go.
What's your badge number?
We'll talk about it once you get off my train.
205.
Step right on over here for me.
Yeah, what's your name, sir? Warren, what's your badge number?
One more time to stop recording, or you are going to go to jail.
All right, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going out live, okay?
All right, let's go.
Photography is not a crime. Photography is not.
You're on private property.
All right, I'll leave.
Private property.
I'll leave.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
My name's Lively.
Lively. What's your badge number?
2104.
2104. So why are you asking me to leave? Because I'm trespassing?
I've already explained it to you.
I'm trespassing. I thought this is a public area.
Start walking.
I thought this is a public
I'm not
area.
going to walk again, or you're going to be arrested for trespassing.
Well, we're going to have to see about this.
That's fine.
Metro,
All right.
You're on private property.
they're gonna explain the policy to you.
No, I know the policy.
Well, look
Nobody
at
has to
it.
explain anything to me.
What's your back?
But you know I'm going to run this by your superiors. You know that, don't you? We'll see about your policy.
It's Metro, not county.
Well, but we'll see. They don't have the right. They don't have the right.
Well, ask them.
Well, this is bullshit, and you know it.
Well, this is Metro property, not yours.
And it's not yours either.
Let's go.
You can hang around. You can talk to him if you like.
Why would I want to talk to you?
No, to him, to the Metro employee.
Why would I want to talk to him?
For clarification.
I don't need clarification. I know what policy is.
Obviously, you do.
Photography is not against the law.
You're not. You taking pictures or you recording?
No, I'm recording.
Okay, that's recording, not photography. Get it right.
That's right. No,
You
you get it right, dude. You get it right. Videography is not against the law either. Okay? Videographer is not against the law. We'll find out. We'll go ahead and laugh.
Let me see your ID, sir.
Go ahead. What crime do you suspect me of committing?
You're trespassing now because the security officer's already asked you.
I'm leaving. You asked me to leave, I'm leaving.
I'm actually talking.
You asked me to leave, I'm leaving.
Requested your ID. Sir, I've asked for your ID.
Yeah, and what crime do you... I don't have to provide an ID unless you...
Investigated for a crime now, which is
What crime?
trespassing, and I've already explained that to you.
You asked me to leave and I'm leaving.
No, security asked you to leave. Now let me see your ID card. Like I asked.
You asked me, I'm saying no.
Okay, turn around. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
In a small Ohio town, a family finds themselves constantly harassed by the same police officer over minor issues like window tint and a supposedly defective exhaust. After being pulled over again, the cop keeps changing his reasons for the stop, piling on petty citations, even accusing them of child endangerment. Despite the family's calm pushback and recording the entire interaction, the officer's aggressive attitude only escalates. But the bigger question remains. If this is how a captain acts, what kind of example is he setting for the rest of the department? Stay tuned. The fight for accountability is just getting started.
It came with the cars.
Okay. It doesn't make it legal, sir. This has been tested. State law requires 50% or greater sunlight. Right now, you are showing 23% sunlight through your
Put it back here where it's not dirty.
Sir, 23%. If you want, you can clean this off. It's still going to show 23%.
That's 47.
Okay. I said 50% or more. Sorry.
So how are you?
I'm doing all right. I believe I talked to you before about your loud exhaust, right?
Yes, and I got it fixed. Thank you.
Okay.
I looked up. Thank you for letting me look up the law on that too.
Okay. Loud exhaust in your tinted windows, sir.
The tinted windows are under.
I'm sorry, sir. Sir, listen.
I'm listening to you. I'm tired of listening to you.
Okay. Just so
you have pulled me over for 3 months now for the same bull that ain't even there.
Okay.
It's under 79 decimals.
This traffic stop is being audio and video recorded. Okay?
You're being recorded
I understand you are too, sir. The reason I stopped you was the exhaust is hanging down. It's the defective exhaust as well as the tinted window. I do have
tinted window ain't nothing.
Yeah, we'll check your tint. So right now, do you have a driver's license, proof of insurance, registration, sir?
I do.
Okay, I need that, sir. The state of Ohio requires that upon request of a law enforcement officer, you do have to provide the documents.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Okay.
I want your supervisor, please.
I'm sorry, sir?
I would like your supervisor.
That ain't going to happen.
I would like your supervisor.
I need your driver's license, proof of insurance,
Yeah.
registration. Thank you, sir. I need your proof of insurance too, sir.
You already know
A
that.
traffic stop is not harassment. A traffic stop.
It is when it's a 2 weeks later. I still got the receipt for it.
Vehicle violation is not harassment, sir.
Mm.
I do need you to roll this window down a little bit so I can check your meter, so I can check your window with my meter.
You can see it right there.
Sir, I do have a window temp meter
Okay.
right here. This will not.
It came
I
with.
need you to. Okay.
It came with the cars.
Okay. It doesn't make it legal, sir. This has been tested. State law requires 50% or greater sunlight. Right now, you are showing 23% sunlight through your
Put it
tent.
back here where it's not dirty.
Sir. 23%. If you want, you can clean this off. It's still going to show 23%.
That's 47.
Okay. I said 50% or more.
Alright, before I jump into this officer's behavior, I would like it to be known that back in 2010, this police department was in fact shut down. It was only reinstated in 2016, and during that 6-year period, the Brown County Sheriff's Office held jurisdiction over this town.
I'll look at the law on
It
that too.
doesn't show 50%.
You're just out to get it. Alright, let me go ahead and get here.
And I appreciate you videotaping this as well as I'm videotaping this as well.
Oh, you're
Because
welcome.
Right now you were being non-compliant. State law requires.
I'm
when
being
you sign-
compliant.
when
I'm
you
tired of being
receive
pulled over
your
by you
driver's
all the
license,
time.
You actually sign documentation saying upon request of a law enforcement officer that requests your driver's license, you will provide that.
I gave it
And
to you.
also there is case law that states that upon request of a law enforcement officer to exit the vehicle, you will exit, as well as anybody and everybody in the vehicle. That is case law. Pennsylvania versus Mims, ma'am. And I appreciate you taping that because it's on.
You're welcome.
Pennsylvania
Stop.
versus Mims says that upon request, I can have you exit the vehicle. I don't know what's in that vehicle. For my safety and your safety, I can ask you to exit the vehicle. Okay?
ID information.
Okay, you're good until September this year.
Correct.
I appreciate that, sir. So again, why did you turn your vehicle off? Was it because of the defective exhaust, or so you could hear me?
Nope, I
Okay.
didn't. I didn't need
Well,
it.
sir, can you go ahead and start your vehicle for me?
Okay. It idles hard.
Okay.
See, that's under 79 decibels.
No, sir. I didn't
Yes.
say, sir. I did not stop you for loud exhaust. I stopped you for a defective exhaust. That's different. Okay. I will be back with you.
Yeah, right.
I'm not even scared. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How old is the child in the back seat?
Why is that relevant?
I'm sorry.
Why is that relevant?
Because in Ohio, any passenger from the age of 8 to 14 in any seat in a motor vehicle must have a seatbelt on. He does not have a seatbelt on.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I'm sorry?
I didn't know that he had
Yes,
it
sir,
on.
it's a law.
I didn't.
Okay.
I know it's a law. Yes.
Okay, he does not have a seatbelt on. I hope you're recording this because he does not have a seatbelt on.
Okay. Yes.
That's child endangerment. I'll be back. Yes, sir. So you're being cited today for 1 to 10 violation as well as transporting a child, failure to be secured in a seatbelt. As far as your exhaust, the law states it's not a decibel only, it's a defective or modified exhaust. You can buy any type of exhaust and put that on there. But if it's defective, if it's hanging down, it's called defective exhaust. So, again, I don't have to show, I don't have to tell you who I am because it's on a citation. I don't have to call my supervisor. I am a captain here. I don't have to give you my badge number by state law, as well as our policy that says I don't have to provide you that. But I will provide you that because it's on the citation.
Is my information correct on that?
I'm sorry?
Is my information correct this time on that?
Well, it's whatever's in the BMV, sir. This is automated through the BMV. If there's a problem with it, then you might want to talk to BMV because everything on here is automated through BMV.
No, why do I give them my address for my license?
Why are you being sarcastic? Automated through BMV, sir.
I'm just asking. I'm not being sarcastic.
Explain this to you. Here's your information back. Okay. So you're being cited today for a one-to-ten violation as well as failure to wear a child restraint in the back seat. It is payable. If you choose to pay, it has to be paid before February the 28th. If you choose to show up in court, which is your right to contest the citation, it's going to be February the 28th at 5 o'clock here in the village of Higginsport. If you have any questions after today, here's an information sheet for you. As the phone number, if you elect to do credit card by phone, or if you want to go online and pay it. Either way, if you have any questions, you can call this number here. Just be mindful that it has to be paid before February the 28th, or if you choose to show up in court, it's February the 28th here in the village of Higginsport at 5 o'clock. Okay?
Cool.
Any other questions, sir?
Yep.
Okay. Have a safe day.
You too.